Hello, my name is Kane Hassan, and for my oral requirement, I'll be looking at the films El Norte and Real Women Have Curves, um, going on depth uh, about the struggles and nuances of south of the border immigrants assimilating into American culture. First off, for the jobs. Although Enrique and Rosa come extremely far and overcome many obstacles, they don't get the same treatment, um, obviously, that Americans do, and they don't receive the same pay. Their working conditions are, not the best, and the treatment from their employers is also not what an American citizen could or would expect when going into a job. In Real Women Have Curves, uh, Anna even calls her sister's sewing shop a sweatshop, saying that they're cheap labor for Bloomingdale's, um, and it's a family business, so it's not something that she had to go out and get on her own with her college degree from Columbia. Uh, Second, I'm going to talk about names and stereotypical comments that people make every day in passing that I hear. Uh, of course, there are stereotypes attached to all races, but Caucasians receive the least of it in America. Um, but to have stereotypes associated with you, such as fence hopper or wetback, could psychologically damage you, especially hearing that over and over again throughout your whole life. You would start to associate with those names and start to look down on yourself, down on your family, and down on where you came from. That's just another way that we keep immigrants in America psychologically beat down, psychologically uh, weak. Um, Although Anna was not called Mexican stereotypes, in Real Women Have Curves, her mother puts her down several times for her body image, and I feel that this stems from Carmen, which is Anna's mother, uh, her feelings of how America portrays Hispanic women. I feel that she doesn't call or think of her daughters as beautiful or sexy because America does not put Hispanic women on pedestals as they would, white women, and it's a deep kind of psychological, it's a deep kind of self-hatred that can only manifest into worse scenarios and a worse life. Uh, Education-wise, we can see Anna's parents' feelings towards her going to Columbia, and they see it as a waste of time. They see it as Anna not going anywhere in life. They don't feel that Anna going to college would do anything for the family or for her, and this is because Anna's parents never went to college, and they feel that a Hispanic woman could never receive the types of opportunities or advantages that an American citizen, an American-born woman, would receive going to college and receiving their diploma. I feel as though they see it more as like a dream or something that couldn't be achieved because they are not American, because they were immigrants themselves. They feel that their daughter wouldn't get the American dream that she deserves. Although that's not true, and she would. In El Norte, neither Enrique or Rosa even fathom the idea of college. They're first-generation immigrants, unlike Anna. Um, so they literally wanted to come to America to make money, work, break their backs, just for a hope of something better than their lives that they had. In terms of language, I feel that the language barrier, especially in the southwestern states like California, is slimming every day. They have bilingual signs in major stores like CVS and Target, which makes it easier. I see a lot of bilingual signs now, and um, that's great. Societal stigma. People think that, this is what I've heard, people feel that Mexicans are killers, rapists, and not much more, and drug traffickers. I've heard from multiple friends that that's really how they feel about Mexicans, and they don't want them in their country. They believe that all Mexicans are part of a drug cartel and are only here to bring violence and drugs into America, which is once again not true. Um, in my political science class, I actually realized and was given a few facts about illegal immigrants that I had no idea about. Um, Immigrants are actually 50% more likely to start up their own businesses, which is a huge advantage to America that is a capitalist country. Only 10% of Mexican immigrants are actually involved with drug trafficking, which is way less than anybody would think just listening to stereotypes and hearing people talk about south of the border immigrants or illegals. Illegal immigrants pay over $11.8 billion in state and local taxes each year, which is a huge contribution to the tons of Americans that pay their taxes. And those are illegal immigrants. So in California last year, illegal immigrants paid over $3 billion in taxes, and with a immigration reform, we could see that number rise up by 500 million, which is a huge impact, a huge gain. Immigrants from south of the border are obviously much more than job stealers, gangsters, or leeches on the American system. They contribute and further push forward the American dream that all Americans are striving towards. So we need to live alongside them and realize their struggles, realize what they're going through, and realize that they're human just like us.